Thanks for tuning in. Today I have a really exciting unboxing video, and it's a true unboxing because these items were literally just delivered. I thought it would be fun to capture my live reactions from actually opening all of these pieces and be able to share them with you guys as well. If you're tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I like to do these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so we can all mindfully curate our own collections. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts on these items. All of your support really means a lot to me. I wanted to try something a little bit different, so I brought you guys a little bit closer. Let me know if you guys prefer this kind of frame or if you prefer it a little bit further away. Any feedback you have or any preference you have, let me know in the comment section down below. Now I'm going to dive into the actual unboxings. All right. Here's the first box. I actually don't do this very often, but it was going to be difficult for me to go to the boutique and grab the items that I had purchased. So I did ask if we could have these couriered to our apartment. And so they were couriered today, which is why they got delivered in a bag versus, if you normally get something shipped to you, it will come in a solid box and everything. It's an unbranded box, so that it's not very obvious that it's Vuitton, but these items are coming straight from the bag because they got couriered from the boutique. Here is the first item. I actually don't know which one is which, so we will be surprised together. All right. Ooh, so inside is this dust bag. It looks like this, and ta-da, there's a little peek. Wow, okay. Can you guys see? Can you guys see? And the bottom, I think, is plain. Yes. Wow. Wow. Oh, this is nice. So this is the canvas box that was part of the LV Nigo collection the second time around. This is actually the only piece that we pre-ordered from that collection, and so far it's the only piece that we've purchased so far. And honestly, it was because it was the only piece that we really wanted. We preferred like the ice cream drip denim jacket that came out in the first collection, and the bags, some of the bag styles were cool. They had like knit sweaters and stuff like that, but nothing really really stood out that much. But we really liked this canvas box. There was also a plexiglass version, which was also really cool. It has all the animal faces on that as well. So that was also super cool. That was a good contender. But this one was honestly, in my opinion, at a better price point, which is why we decided to pre-order this piece. And I like it. It is actually much larger than we thought it was going to be. Like, I thought this was going to be like a sunglass case size, if that makes sense, but this is definitely larger. It's about, I'd say it's about 1.5 sizes, 1.5 times scale compared to a sunglass case. If I open it, it's just empty on the inside, and then there's a little plaque, a little leather plaque that says LV made, Louis Vuitton made in France. It smells really bad, actually. It smells like glue. I think that's what it is. Oh, I see the tag on the inside, and the tag, this is a kicker, okay? The tag says cardboard box, M, stripe, I think, BHM. Again, I'll put the details, of course, in the description box in case you're curious. But we got an email saying, oh, your cardboard box has arrived. And we were like, cardboard? Like, did we really just spend that much money on a cardboard box? We thought it was canvas, and we're like, is it really cardboard? And then I'm like, it must be like the name, like it was inspired off of a cardboard box or something. Like it has to be that. It can't be made out of cardboard. And I do think it looks like, those boxes that you get at the stationery store sometimes to be able to store your belongings, the ones that have the lid. That's sort of what it looks like. It has these rivets down the side here. But that's it. That's pretty much it. And it's pretty cute. Like I said, it's a really good size. I like the LV heart on both sides. I did like this logo from this second round, so I do like that this one has the LV heart really prominent. But yeah, this is the first item. This is really exciting. We've waited, this has been, I think, a couple months. It took a couple months for this to get here. But I also checked out the LV Nigo collection, the whole setup at the Fifth Avenue boutique, and will include those clips in my upcoming vlog. So definitely stay tuned for my vlog as well. Oh, that means I know what's in this box and I'm super excited. There's another box. This might be a bit shocking. I don't know. It is a little shocking for me. This is actually going to be my very first Louis Vuitton women's handbag ever. Ever. The only other pieces that I have from the women's collection is the Game On Kirigami set, which is an SLG, and I also have a Louis Vuitton t-shirt from the women's collection, and that's it. The rest of my LV collection is pretty much all from the men's collection. Some of it's my boyfriend's that we share, but literally everything else is from the men's collection. So I was pretty surprised. I was not expecting to really be liking this piece, but I did, and now it's home. So, ooh la la. So I have seen this in person before, but I haven't seen this one, like the one that's coming home with me yet. So inside this bag, you ready? Let me see. Ah! All right. This is it. This is the LV loop bag. This is, I think, new from the cruise collection. This is a new silhouette. That's what I meant to say. And oh gosh. You know, the one that I saw in the store, I think was stuffed. And so this one's definitely like feeling a lot softer, which actually is like not a bad thing by any means. It's really cute. It's really cute. Okay, it comes with a strap. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might remember like a week ago, I posted some pictures on my Instagram about some pieces that I was seeing in the boutique. And here's the strap. This is like the leather strap that they're doing that can be both like a shoulder length and a short crossbody length. I'll show you how that works in a second, but let me just hook it on. Back to my Instagram comments. Like a week ago or so, I posted on my Instagram a couple of things that I was seeing at Louis Vuitton because I had originally gone in to check out the pillow on the go. I'll insert a picture in case some of you aren't familiar with that style. I had seen images of that months ago before it even launched, and I was definitely intrigued. I love that puffy look. I love the like puffy nylon style anyway. I think I'm really having a puffy moment because my Hermes jacket that I got on sale is sort of like that puffy feel. My Hermes t-shirt that I got from Hawaii is also puffy. So I'm definitely on a puffy kick and I was definitely interested in that style. I also felt like it would be really good for traveling with my bags because I'm having a hard time finding a bag that's large enough to comfortably fit my Birkin 30 when I'm actually traveling. So I thought, okay, I love the look of it, and I also think it would be really functional for traveling with my Birkin. I definitely want to check it out when it launches in the store. So that's why I went to the store to actually check it out. I did try putting my Birkin in there, and it did fit, but I found it to be a little bit smaller than I wanted. I was hoping, I think in my mind, I thought it would be closer to like the Dior book tote size, but in reality it was a bit smaller than that. And so while the Birkin fits pretty comfortably, there isn't a lot of additional wiggle room to put other stuff. So if I were to nest bags, which means I have like my Birkin and then let's say I put my Kelly inside, then I have very little space left to put some of my other things I need to carry with. Like if I wanted to travel with a book and a water bottle and my passport and things like that, like I'd have very little space to put that in there because my bag is occupied with another bag, which could be occupied with another bag, you see? So I was like struggling a little bit because it seemed like it was a little too small. And then right as I was pretty much leaving, my essay was like, oh yeah, I mean, this is the only like new bag that's been in since the last time you guys have come here. And I was like, what is this? What? I like this? So I actually was really intrigued, was really interested when I saw it last week, and actually it hasn't left my mind since, which is why I knew that this was a style that I would actually want, and this is a better style for me to get than the pillow on the go. It's not that often that things will linger on my mind like that. Usually if I am on the fence enough to say, oh, I'll think about it, usually means as soon as I walk out the store, I'll forget about it, and then I know that I don't need to have it in my life. But this one lingered, and it's kind of rare that happens, especially at Vuitton. I can't even tell you guys the number of times that I've looked at pieces at Vuitton, have liked them, said I'd think about it, and then just never went back to get it. But this is the one. So this leather strap right now is on the crossbody length because the snaps are up here. Let me undo the snaps and show you how it works out. So you undo the snaps and then you like feed the strap lower, and there's another push button at the bottom, and voila, it becomes more of a shoulder length. And then of course you have the chain strap as well. The inside has like microfiber lining. I hope you can see that. And there's no pocket or anything on the inside. The only place there's additional pocket on the outside here with the large LV zipper pull. Personally, I think that's a little overkill, okay? You got all the monogram going on. Was that necessary? I don't think so. But it is nice to have a like functional pocket in the front. And what really pushed me over the edge is the prospect, and I don't know how good it's going to look. It might not look good at all, but is the prospect of my Nigo duck going on the outside of this bag, either hooking it here or trying to hook it up here. I feel like the duck would look so good with this little croissant. And so that's also what got me to get this before I decided, and then it was like basically impossible to get. And like I said, it's pretty rare that I'm excited about an LV bag. Not that there's anything wrong with LV bags, it's just that so far I haven't found one that made me feel this way until now. There's something super nostalgic about it. It definitely has that nod to the 90s style. I liked that it seems to be a little bit reinterpreted. It doesn't look like it's brought directly from the 90s. That's more of what I feel like the pochette styles do more of. But this one, I liked that actually this shoulder drop is pretty long. So it's not gonna hug you right under your armpit, and it goes a little bit lower. I felt like that gives it more of a really kind of chic look to it, where it's like you don't have to like hug it under your arm. It looks like you just really threw it over your shoulder and it's just hanging there, you know what I mean? I also liked that the leather strap has the two settings where you're able to make it shorter and then make it a little bit longer if you need it to be more crossbody. And then of course you have the chain strap option to give it a little bit more of a dressier look, and if you wanted it to hug under your shoulder, it gives you that perfect height to kind of keep it inside. I liked that it was a pretty large size. Like it will fit a good amount of stuff on the inside, but it's not a large bag. I also liked, if I didn't like the zipper, I could just wear it on the other side, and the back side is pretty plain. That's pretty much it, honestly. It looks like a croissant, so my boyfriend calls it a croissant bag. I'm gonna see if I can grab my little duck to see if it looks cute or not. Give me 1 second. Here's my duck. Ta-da! The duck from the first LV Nigo collab. All right, let me see. I had a vision and now it's like trying to see if this vision comes true, but I feel like this spot would be better than down here. But let me just take a stab. All right. I feel like it looks so cute, guys. I mean, you might think otherwise, and that's totally okay too. It might not be for everybody. I get it. But oh my gosh, I think it's super cute with this little duck on the side. I'm not even someone who's like major on bag charms necessarily, but I do like this look. Oh, so cute. So cute. This is called the loop. Did I even say that? I don't even know. I will leave all the style numbers and things like that in the description box down below, of course. This is called the loop. It comes in this classic monogram and it comes in a blue colorful monogram that came out for cruise. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this style. I know it's a newer style. I don't know. But like I said, it's my very first Louis Vuitton women's handbag ever in my collection. The day has come where I have added a piece. So those were the 2 items from Louis Vuitton that I recently picked up. Honestly, I haven't been finding too many things across different brands that I've like been dying over, except this handbag was a very recent thing. The Nigo canvas box was honestly so that we could sort of commemorate the Nigo collection, the second round, which I don't know why they did 2, but that's probably a different video altogether where I'm trying to I don't know why. Like, I felt like they should have just done 1 and either included all the pieces in 1, but it sort of feels like it diluted the first collection, because for the people who really went out of their way to get stuff from the first collection, it's like there was an entire second collection coming out. Anyway, when I heard there was a second one coming out, I was like, oh, really? If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion-related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time, bye!